All right, we're live. What's going on, everybody? Coach Chris Beck, the wise guy, on Amazon. I am on YouTube right now. We are in Penticton. I got Penticton Beach in the background. This is the Okanagan Lake, and it is a blistering, probably 30 degrees here. It's been hotter than this all week, real hot all week. And I thought, yeah, let's do a walk and talk along the beach. So I'm gonna walk up the beach and talk. I haven't done Amazon in a while. What's going on? I haven't done Amazon retail arbitrage in a while because we have so much inventory that it's sustaining our vacation. What's going on? Hot talk. What's going on, Black Stack? How's it going? Thought I'd check in, see how everyone is doing. It's a blistering sunny day in Penticton. There's the water right behind me. Like I said, I haven't done any Amazon. We tried to do a little bit while we were here, but preoccupied with our vacation. So we didn't do really any retail arbitrage here. When we get back to town, which will be tonight, tomorrow we'll chill, and then Monday we're gonna execute a couple of our goals, a couple of new changes for us as far as our Amazon business. My wife is gonna completely spearhead the retail arbitrage side of the world, so I'm gonna do zero when it comes to retail arbitrage. Zero sourcing, zero shipping plans, maybe a little bit of videos, but she's gonna do it all. And I am gonna put all my time into my private label business and really ramp that up. Mainly because it's where we make our money, and arbitrage is easy, so I do what's easy. It distracts me from doing what's slightly more difficult, slightly more time consuming. But really where the money's coming in for us is in our private label business. Not that it isn't coming in the retail arbitrage business, but it just takes the time, that 16 hours that I could be doing with that, we could be so much more advanced in our private label business. So, but I also think it's a good plan. It's a good plan because it gives my wife something to do when it comes to just like, you know, she's running a part of the business that she feels it's hers. I want her to have more of a decision-making confidence to just buy and not ask, pick and choose the products that she wants out there, to be able to grow that side of the inventory and leverage, you know. Why do it together when we could do it separately and get twice as far? So there's a bunch of reasons, you know, and that's really been the thing. Wish she would, maybe she would. I doubt it. It'd be cool from a girl's perspective if she made videos. She's really good at it, so maybe she might be inclined to do it with me, a video here and there. That's a great question. So I'm gonna ask her if she'll do a video here and there, and just give her 2 cents on what she sources and all that type of stuff. It'll be much like what my videos are, you know. But that's the goal. That's kind of the primary goal for next, however long, forever. Really, it's our forever goal for me to run private label and for her to run retail arbitrage. And then obviously if she needs my help for any, you know, any ideas she needs to run or bounce off me, I'm obviously always there. But I want her to take that over so that I can put all my time into one basket. Our 2021 goal, and that's kind of what it is. And really, I think if we do it that way, our next hump is a $2 million storefront. I think we can get it there. I'm surprised we got it over $1 million just doing retail arbitrage and just having the products that we've had, because we haven't put, like, my goal was to launch 6 in August. It's almost the end of August and I still haven't launched those 6. Distractions is my excuse, but reality is no excuses. Really got to you have to work. I always draw upon my original days on just how much I worked at it, like actual time doing what I'm doing. So, like the very beginning, it was 9 to 5, the job, and then 6 to 2 in the morning building my Amazon business, and it was consistently for a good solid 6 months. And that generated a really decent amount of momentum. All that work generated a really good amount of momentum. And then once you get that momentum and you see all this sales rolling in while you sleep, then you go, why? Do I need to work as hard? But the reality is you do. You need to keep pushing that snowball and building it and driving that momentum. So one of the mistakes, that's kind of like a mistake I think I made, was not keeping that momentum going. So we're gonna get back to that. That starts Monday. Super excited for that. Just to be able to sit in front of my computer and grind till 2 in the morning, looking for products. And I have a whole new concept, a product launching that I want to explore. Because some of my products that, are not the biggest, baddest in the industry, the top killers, just are consistently making us money. So I want to explore these kinds of products for, this phase of the grind. Black says, what are you doing for the fourth quarter? Same as last fourth quarter. I mean, I wish I would have had more private label products, that during this quarter I would get a lot more reviews and be able to ramp those up and have them the visibility on page 1 be really good. So that's kind of what I wish, but we're still going to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on inventory, and just trying to find the best inventory that we can. We work with a lot more wholesalers and distributors now, so it's going to be easier to buy inventory. I think that's one of the advantages. For example, just before we left, we spent $2,000 on online, in a matter of minutes, just adding inventory. So we have that. So now it's just a money game. Last year, it was the goal was to double the amount of inventory we had at Amazon. I think this year is the same goal. We want to at least double the amount of inventory that we have at Amazon. I think we're currently sitting at about $40,000 worth of inventory at Amazon, but I'll have to check on that. But we have a decent amount of inventory, and it depletes if you're not sending inventory to Amazon. Then obviously that inventory goes away. So like I said, I only do private label in the US and in Canada. I don't do retail arbitrage in the US. So all Canadian distributors are the distributors that I deal with. Yes, I don't deal with anyone in the US, just in China. We'll see how that goes as well. I'm halfway out this water right now. Let's see if we can flip this. Ooh, look at that. The water is freakishly warm. We're gonna jump in and swim for a while. We're about 4 hours from home right now. The beach is kind of busy. Over there is way more busy than where I was. Not bad. Very clear, crystal clear water. Blue sky. Skies are blue, water is crystal clear. See my Under Armour sandal slides. How's it been going, Black Stack? Tube? How's business? Oh, we're getting fruit on the way out. Getting lots of fruit on the way out. We'll probably get whatever they got. Plums and peaches, and if they have any cherries are probably all gone by now. but we'll get a bunch of stuff on the way out. You sold out of all your summer inventory? That's pretty good. So what are you gonna do, man? What's your plans this quarter? What do you got going on as far as your inventory game? What was your inventory like last year? What are your sales at? You know, how's your numbers, all that type of stuff? Are you seeing growth? Really, I mean, at the end of the day, like I say, is grow your inventory. You know, you're gonna get better at finding specific inventory that you want to sell. You know, we always talk about growing into different niches. You know, the books, groceries. You can expand that way too. That would be like, you know, it really just depends on how much you want to work. Because I think when you get into that, you know, you get into grocery and you get into expired items, you get into books, it's just a lot more work. You know, so if you're gated, I think, you know, at the end of the day, you need to figure out how to get ungated. Figure out what you need to do to get ungated in the categories that you want to sell in. Find distributors, get your invoices in, and work on that. There's no reason, I think you've been a seller long enough where there should be no reason why you can't get ungated. It's not an Amazon thing. I think it's just you have to find a distributor that will get you in. So DM me later on Instagram. We'll work together on that. I'll help you out. But, you know, then just invest in the amount of items that you need, whether it's toys or whether it's whatever category that you want to get ungated in. But just DM me later. I'll help you out. They don't like your invoices. Rule of thumb is you gotta keep calling them and ask them what other information they need. As long as it should be qualified invoices. It can't be from a store. It can't be a Walmart invoice or whatever. It's got to be a qualified invoice. But make sure it's a qualified invoice, and you know, from an authorized distributor of the product. And I can even help you out. We can go that far if you need. Okay? Once you do that, there should be no reasons. A couple of my students just got ungated, just popped the cork last week. And they're like, yes, because it does open up a lot more for you, right? So especially at this time. But if you can get an order next week from a distributor, I'll recommend a couple to you later. If you can get an order next week, purchase from your distributor, get your invoices in. It takes a couple weeks. It can take a couple weeks to get. It can take up to 4 weeks, right, to get approved. You know, I'm just trying to think of what other volume you could do. Message me later what categories you are eligible for. Their comments are weird. They say that they cannot verify the seller, but the seller name and address are right on the invoice. Gotcha. It might be a situation where you got to work with a different seller. You know, if that's their concern, find another seller, find another distribution company. You know, you have to return the stuff you got, or just keep it on hand and just find a company that has that opportunity for you. You should call every company, and when you're looking for a company to work with, call them and ask them if they have Amazon sellers, if they're a distributor, if they qualify for new sellers to get eligible, all that type of stuff. You got ungated in toys, awesome. What category wouldn't take your invoice? Yeah, 100%. Brian, like Brian said, your seller might not be authorized distributor. Or yeah, exactly. Your distributor might not be authorized. You have to kind of create a list and go through them all. You know, it really, honestly, at the end of the day, it's about calling them first. Health and personal care. That should be an easy one. You know, just depending on the products that you're trying to sell within that category. The great thing is, it's not a huge category. It's a good commodities category. Lots of stuff resell over and over and over. Funny enough, a lot of toy distributors sell health and personal care stuff. So look at the distributor you got authorized with your toys. Use that same distributor, find their health and personal care items, and apply in that category as well. Man, my distributor probably has eligibility for at least 6 categories. So grocery is weird. I don't know. I was automatically approved in grocery. So I never had to go through that struggle. I honestly think it's a volume thing for me. I just think it was a volume thing for me. But don't give up. You got to keep trying. It should be like an everyday thing. I don't know. If you didn't get approved, go return that stuff and go use that capital that you're making. And I'll message you, Brian. I'll give you the list that I have. Won't be till probably tomorrow. Yeah, groceries, same, you know, it's always the same technique. It's working with multiple ones and asking them if they're authorized distributor of brand names. If it's a specific brand, like groceries should be easier, because with groceries there's a lot of independent brands, and you can reach out to these brands and ask them if there's opportunity for you to be a reseller of their brand. You can't just do one. You gotta call multiple brands and ask them if there's opportunity to be a reseller of their brand, especially online. Tell me you have an Amazon storefront, you're looking to resell brands like theirs online for them. You just want to buy wholesale or buy through their distributor. And especially a lot of the independent brands, there should be no reason. You just have to be able to buy direct from the brand. So to get eligible, you have to be able to either provide a brand letter saying, yes, Black Stack Tube can sell my brand. There you go. Or B, provide a wholesale distributor invoice with 10 items from an authorized distributor. Both are really fast. Both work really, really, really well. So you just have to do one or the other. Okay? But I would keep trying. You can't give up on that front. That's just like not having a store with enough inventory in it. You gotta work through those. But that's the whole point that Amazon's trying to get to. I think at the end of the day, they're trying to get to the stage whereby people are selling authorized products. They're not selling counterfeit products. So this is their way of managing that. And they're going hard in the paint when it comes to making sure people are authorized and stuff is authentic. The products that people are selling are legit. You know, so it just means a bigger part of the grind, man. Brian says, I have them. Item that has 300 sales, rank. I don't sell one every 3 days. That's weird, right? It all depends on the category, you know. But that's kind of odd. It also depends on the season sometimes. You know, it's the end of the season, it's the end of summer, so it could have shot up, you know, at a certain point, and now it's just summer's over. So it all depends on the niche and the product and the season, all that type of stuff. But I mean, if it's a year-round thing, then that's kind of weird. All right, guys, I am done. I'm headed to my spot on the beach. I'm gonna jump in this water. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm gonna do another one of these probably on Monday. Peace.